from Korea, Union Kim. Problem 2 from Poland, Day1 and also from Poland, Anita Rothman. Problem 3 was BC2 from Japan, Rita Kanuma and from Thailand, Rombouts and Japan. Court number 4. Indonesia, Sakiri, Greece, and Hidetaka Fujimura, Japan, as BC2. For 5 from Netherlands, Bernd, and from Belgium, Francis Rombouts. For 6 from Slovakia, Rastislav Kuliviak, and from Slovakia as well, Rombouts. For 7, Great Britain, Will Tipra, and from Brazil, Marcial Santos. For 8, Korea, Yongin Chun, and from Portugal, Cristina Gonçalves. For 9, Diana Tsiplina, Russia, and Machado Rosa, Thailand. And finally, for 10 from Brazil, Lucas de Araújo, and from Great Britain, Claire Taggart. Good luck.
Hello everyone, we are here again to present the next line of the games. Now we will present the BC2 game with Bernd Meints from Netherlands and Francis Rombouts from Belgium. Now the comments will be in English because we have here Jan Tin, one of the coaches of the Netherlands team. Hello Jan Tin.
Hi.
Hello everyone. And we will try to comment this game. Olá a todos, bem-vindos de novo aqui ao live stream da competição do World Open de Póvoa de Varzim. Vamos assistir ao jogo entre o holandês Bernd Meints contra o belga Francis Rombouts. O jogo vai ser comentado em inglês, uma vez que teremos aqui uma das treinadoras da Holanda, Jan Tin, e que nos irá ajudar a comentar o jogo. Usem o nosso chat, publiquem as vossas mensagens, iremos procurar no final de cada parcial atualizar os resultados que estiverem a ser disponíveis e esperemos que gostem da transmissão. Hi everyone again, now in English during the game. During the game, please use the chat. We will try to talk with you as soon as possible. And now we will start with the game. Only one question here to Cleverton. Cleverton sim, tem BC4 hoje. A seguir jogará o Artem Kolinko contra o tailandês Sonsanuk. E em seguida temos o Ivan Frolov contra a Michaela Balkova. Por isso não saias daí. So at this moment we are with a warm-up. What are what are the expectations of this game?
I expect a close game. They're ranked 12th and 13th in this tournament, and they know each other pretty well. They practice even sometimes together, because Francis Rombouts, he's from Belgium, and it's close to the Netherlands. I expect an exciting game. Yeah.
Yes. This competition will be a very high level. In the way of the Dutch player, what are the general expectations for this competition?
For Bernd.
Bernd,
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah. Well, I think he is in a tough pool, but as you said, it's a high-level competition, so there is no easy pool in this week. I think this game it's a coin flip. They can both win, and then the other games in the pool are tough as well. So if Bernd plays really well, he can make it out of the pool, but that would be a really great accomplishment.
Yes, and I think that it's difficult to pass the pools because only pass one, and then some qualifiers is always difficult to.
Yeah. Only the first in pool is for sure advanced. Yeah.
But during the game, everything is possible, and before the game, you can win every game. So we will see what's happening here.
Yeah.
We are waiting for the finish of the warm-up time, and soon we will start the games. Okay, at this moment. So good luck, and
That's a good start for Bernd. Yeah. He's happy with it.
Go on, Francis.
And the placement of the first ball is always the one key point of the match.
Yeah, true. Yeah, now Francis Rombouts, he has to use some power to open up the play again. And that's the game that Bernd really likes to play. He plays close by, so yeah.
And usually have more things to control if he plays short. Have good solutions there.
Yeah,
so it's
there are
better
many
for him.
options. Yeah. And also close by, it's most of the time it's a more tactical game because there are more options.
Okay.
Yes, we use some power. Open a little the jack. Now we have some space to enter in the ball, but that red still's in the middle of the line. So
yeah, it seems in his line still. Yeah, so it's not an easy ball now for Rombouts.
And in the past events during these years, Rombouts have been making some good results in regional opens. He made first in Zagreb and third in Madrid. But in major competitions have more difficulties. But
Okay.
we have a good general level.
Yeah, he had like a year off or two, or no more. He played before, but then I think
Stop.
he quit for a while, and now he has made a comeback. So that's always tough that you start with 0 points.
And Boss is still growing.
Oh, really quick, really fast. Yeah.
When we here in Portugal hear some old players talking about it, we hear much time that seems that the game is growing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bernd plays the ball, but the ball will be in another end. It's not in front of the jack. Have some gap there to some movements of game, but we'll see now. The referee is measuring the gap between the balls and the jack.
Yeah. And I think in this moment it's not too bad if you can throw again, because the jack is
Should
still
be better.
open.
Even.
Yeah, he has like a little
Oh,
ball
Francis.
you can throw in. Like
Nice.
yeah, you can see the slow-mo now.
And sometimes the ball we thought that was not good, but we have a second chance and can be nice for us. But now the chance goes to Francis.
Yeah.
We'll see what's able to do with it. both players play underarmed. They are good skills on that. Good movements of the arm, and the delivery was
Okay.
good control too. But
Yeah, well, Francis just developed this underarm technique. Beforehand, he played overarm, but now he has a lot more options.
and he used the two types of throwing,
Yeah.
depending of the situations.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Maybe underarm is better to place close or to open the balls because
Yeah,
the ball
especially for open,
open
yeah.
is very important. And if you throw by the upper arm, it is more difficult. Yes, now
That's a good one.
that ball was
Go up.
good. The aim that they want to do before, they do now.
Yeah,
And Francis now have come enter in the game to see. As you can see here, the ball was in the right line to enter, and with the help of the ball of the red ball that was there was perfect. Now we are here, we cannot see, but I don't know if there are some gap to pass the ball.
yeah.
What do you
Now
think
we'll see
is-
the
And we'll
arm technique of Francis. I think he will go on top
try to move the
to move the white.
the-
Yeah, on top of the white.
Okay.
That is short for what he wants. Don't change nothing, and he will play again. The ability to have different throws, is, different types of purple the ball is very important in this game. Right? If you control both.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah,
Or do you think it's better to have one very strong way to?
well,
It depends on the players.
yeah. I think if you look at the really top level players, they all play in BC2 class. They all play underarm. Yeah,
Okay.
That will be there, open a little gap between
come
the
on.
two reds and have a little space to
Yeah.
place the ball. And now we will see if he's able to do that.
yeah. It's just one ball left for Belgium.
He's controlling the time to throw the ball. Like 10 seconds to do that. It's time enough to.
Ooh, that was just in time.
We'll see the replay later. I need to see what's happening because I don't see in the first time. The ball beating the red and goes to the side.
Yeah,
And now Bernd have some opportunity, but not clearly easy.
No,
Have to
there's-
control the movement of the jack,
yeah.
perhaps. We will see if he'll try to move the blue first or go to the red to. I don't know. We will see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here is always easier than there.
Yeah.
Try to move the
Yeah.
rules to have more space to score.
Yeah, I think he will go again now for
Yeah.
the blue one.
One is off, he'll try to quit the other and then make the points. Don't go. Hello, Brazil, Belgium. Welcome here. It's not clear the score. You can see it's not clear,
No.
but easily you can
One
move.
to blue, maybe.
But you can push on the
Yeah.
red and then.
That's a nice ball.
Very nice ball. The point is for sure from red, and now we will see the others what's happened. players come to the court.
Yeah, you can see he uses the other balls to direct the ball to the white. Yeah.
So it was a perfect play for Bernd. Here in Portugal we have some clubs and you have the national team. In Dutch you have the national team as the center of the development of the sport. How it works there, the development of the sport. You are trying to grow in more clubs,
Yeah.
or what's the point now?
Yeah, I think in the Netherlands it's a small country and we have 15 or 16 clubs, so not that many. And then we have a talent team and a national team. And I think most of the club teams, they practice just once a week. And then the talents from the Netherlands.
Hey, come on, Francis, come on!
Yes. This moment two points for US.
And then there are some younger talents that practice a bit more. And the national team, well, we throw like 4 days a week. And then the 5th day is gym session and physical therapy.
But the players of the national team training all together all year. Don't train with a club, don't have club. The national team is the club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there are different approaches in different countries and can be interesting to hear what's the different approaches about it, because we know that the Netherlands team work a lot and all together, and that can be an advantage. But
yeah, especially in teams and pairs. I
it
think
can
that's
be much better to the communication of the players, the interaction of both can be nice. Okay, at this moment Bernd win 2-0. So talk in Dutch, some words in Dutch if you want.
Ja, ik weet niet of er zijn vast Nederlandse en Belgische kijkers. Mochten jullie vragen hebben over het spel of over de spelers, dan kunnen jullie dat in de chat stellen. En dan gaan we kijken of we die kunnen beantwoorden. Leuk dat jullie kijken in ieder geval.
Okay, we are starting now the second end. Francis placed the jack ball around the 3 meters, and now we'll put the first ball. The ball is lateral to the jack, and now Bernd have a good opportunity.
This is a good opportunity for Bernd. Yeah, now we can use the bridge of the blue and the white ball. So that's actually easier than when there's just the jack
1 point.
ball. Yeah.
And in what way do you think that the players think in placing very well the ball, but difficulting the way of the opponent? Don't be in good position for him and not so good for the opponent.
Yeah, you try to block the opponent. Yes, yes. But now Bernd, he chooses a different
approach.
Yeah. He just wanted the blue ball off and now tries to block his opponent.
The ball is short.
Yeah. Now it might be in his own line. Yeah, when you see his chair, you might think that he's on the line with his front wheel, but it's lifted up. Yeah, it's a special chair.
You have more space in that way to use the chair?
Yeah, yeah, you can make more angles in the box. Yes.
You will see now the replay of this ball was perfect from Bernd. Yes, the ball now is in perfect position.
Yeah. Really great line.
Yes.
Now Francis has to try to move the balls, and that's not easy, especially on this floor. It's pretty sticky floor. Yeah.
And how can you use the different properties of the different balls to the first ball you know the ball, but the other balls can be different. But you use that situation of the different properties of the balls to choose the throw, or
Yes, every player can choose their own balls, and you have different balls for placement and for movement. And I know a lot of the players use a bit softer surface balls. But they glide.
a different leather.
Yeah, not really leather, but more like
Plastic leather, or
Yeah.
something like that. Synthetic leather. I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know the English word. In Dutch, it's stof. For the Dutch listeners.
No problem. But it's a different type of ball that.
Yeah, it glides over the floor, so it has more impact when you try to move the balls.
Okay.
And then the leather balls, they are more sticky, so they stay where they are.
Okay. France is now trying to place some balls there to give some points of to the other balls can go to there. But
Yeah, he's building up the game now.
Yes.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. Now he can use it. But still now, if
yes, but Bernd have always that ball in front of him. And
yeah,
he can do.
Bernd can easily push on his
Push on,
red.
yes.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it might be what he will do, or he will try to fill up the other gap.
And then have
He's checking it now by himself. What's the best?
Yes, one thing that I like in boss is all of we have different approaches from the game.
Yes.
But the player decided. So it's interesting to hear the different chances. But at the end, the player do by himself. So
Yeah.
this is fantastic. So.
Yeah.
You push on the
Pushes
red.
on, yeah.
Maybe Francis have there a little chance, but have to do that. It's not so easy like Sims, but have some chances. But that ball will be there until the end. For sure.
That red one, yes,
Yes.
that's not gonna move now.
So
No. So Francis can try to place it on his side of the jack ball, and then it might become a 1-1 situation. Yeah, like this.
Yes, and then still one for red. I try to push the ball, I think, but
Yeah.
I don't. And
I
interesting.
think it's still 1 for red,
For
but Meints
Yeah.
is checking it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Francis used the two types of throwing. To placement, he plays underarm, and for pushing, he plays underarm, upper arm, for placing. Sorry, and pushing underarm. And interesting to see the different approaches of him to do the different things.
Yeah, I think we've seen him use the underarm throw now a lot of the times. But
Trying
we've
to
seen him
improve more.
developing that throw, and he uses the upper arm for throwing on the jack ball, or on top of it.
Thanks, Nick. Nick, how are you? Are everything okay with you? We're missing you here. Hello, António Oliveira. Bom dia. Bem-vindo ao chat aqui, Brasil. Evelyn irá jogar seguramente a seguir. Vá comentando. And now, returning to the game, Bernd, these options don't do nothing more in the game.
Yeah, he decided that it was too riskful to throw another ball, and he takes his point, and now he tossed the ball to the position where he will play the next game, the next end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, one to red at this moment, 3 for Bernd and 0 for Rombouts. In the other courts we have Evelyn playing now 1-0 against Jumpion King. António, essa é para si, 1-0 para a Evelyn. In court number 2, Damian is winning 2-0 against Edita. In court number 3, the Japanese Riza winning 2-0 against Rastislav Kurilak is losing 2-0 against Mezik. In the court number 8, Cristina Gonçalves is losing 2-0 against John Ming So. And in court number 10, Lucas Daraújo is losing 2-1 against Claire Tagat. In court number 9, Dina Tsiplina is losing 7-0 against Vongsa from Thailand. And Maciel dos Santos is winning 3-0 against Will Whipple. Continuing here, 3-0, the game is not finished.
No, for sure not. No, in boccia it can flip like every moment, because in every end you can score 6 points.
So you have to have conscience of that.
Yeah.
And don't be easy, never be easy.
No, never. And that's also really tough when you play. That's really a mental game, boccia. And now it can be that you think, well, I'm leading 3-0 and lean back a bit, but that's never possible in boccia.
Yeah, it's everything. And that was a perfect ball from Bernd.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's not leaning back.
Yes. Francis will try to open for sure the game using the power. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a great ball.
Great ball from him. And now I have the chance to place the ball right. Like we said before in the games of BC3s, the main objective of first ball is that the opponent used more than one ball.
Yeah.
So this is one of the objectives of the first ball.
True.
The other use balls and
Yeah,
get
you
more
try
balls
to.
at the end. Okay.
Yeah. You try to let your opponent finish all the
First.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah, the ball is close to the jack, but some line to need to
Yeah.
enter.
Bernd can still see the jack.
Yeah. The ball was not so good that what they
No.
had to do.
That was
Even that he's
too
playing
fast. Yeah.
You are saying that the ball is too fast. The process of the athletes in the preparation of in the setup of the and in the preparation of the throw. Do you make specific work in that?
Yes, we do a lot. Yeah, the routine beforehand is really important, because you have a lot of time in between throwing the balls, and that's also a lot of time to think about things that you don't want to think about. So you really try to make the routine really standard, so that helps to calm your mind.
And do almost the same things in the same situation.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
way.
and also when you feel that there is some more tension than normal in your muscles or in your head, then you take some more time. And you can see some players just take another breath or just take more time.
We hear sometimes in the collective sports that when you are very tough, you don't think. So in this way, it's almost the same. If you are very, if you don't have your routine, you don't have time to think correctly or do because here is the movement, that you have to do the best that you can.
Yeah.
And the emotion can be very involved in that and be bad for the movement.
Yeah, that can really influence your coordination.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here with the spasticity or
Even
even more.
Yeah.
Coming back to the game here, perhaps Bernd used more balls than he thought, but now have a good situation. Or?
Yeah, that last ball was a good decision, I think, to move the blue. Because now Francis has less balls to aim.
Don't do almost nothing in the ball.
Yeah, the angle has changed. Yeah, so I think now it's easier. But Francis, he needs to get some more space now.
Now do you see the player trying to control everything, the preparation of the throw, the timing? He's trying to move again.
Yeah, because
perhaps there don't have the best situation for him. I don't know if he wants to put out the balls to have more space to try to do more points. I don't know. But
yeah, I think it's now 3-0 for Bernd Meints, so he needs to win this end to stay in the game. So
try to do more that not only score, try to score one.
Yeah.
But now the pressure is on him.
Yeah.
Cannot place the ball in the right place. So
here are some opportunities for Bernd Meints again. Those last two balls he threw really quick Rombouts. It didn't seem that he take that much time to prepare for his routine. So.
And the setup of the wheelchair in the box is very important too.
Very important, yeah, because that can change the angle, and that can make the difference between a really good ball or a bad ball. Yeah.
Okay, at this point, Bernd, his options is don't score more.
Yeah.
1 point is good to the score.
Yeah, he thinks, well, now it's going to be 4-0, and when I make a little mistake and it becomes 3-1, that's a really different score.
So in
to go into the final end now. Yeah.
Okay, in this moment you have to control the game and don't need to go to him. Only to control is enough, or what's the option? Try to win or try to defend winning?
Yeah, that's always tough in the last game. Yeah, in the last end. Yes, that's true. But yeah, I think especially for Bernd, it's the smartest to just keep playing his game with trying to move the balls. Don't go for defending. No.
Okay. Sometimes we hear that that it can be important to change the color that is throwing in these moments. Try to put the other throwing, but in case of it's my turn to throw, pass as fast as possible the ball to the others.
Yeah.
Do you think that it can be here a good option to hear, or
or
trying to defend and use all balls?
Well, you can make the decision to try to make a close end, so the balls are all close together, so there's not a lot of space
to make points.
To make a lot of points, because Francis Rombouts now needs 4 points for a tiebreak. He decides to play in the back.
Sometimes in Bosnia this happens. the players think that playing long is better to make more points.
Yeah,
But it's a tricky situation, or
it is.
because
Yeah,
if they don't control this distance,
yeah, true. But I think I understand him now because in the short of the court, like the way they've been playing really close by now to the
Bernd
ends,
plays
and
very
he's
well.
he's 4-0 behind, so a change up might work. And also in the back, it's more difficult to play a close end. There, most of the times, there will be more space.
and they'll try if Bernd do something wrong and have some space to do it. Okay,
Yeah, it's more kind of a gamble, but yeah.
we'll see what's happening. It's a good ball. That ball is in a good space to the jack.
Yeah.
To this distance, not so easy to make a lot of points with that gap of. It's possible for sure, but not.
Yeah,
not
it's
easy.
not easy.
Not
No.
easy. The ball is short, and now
And
he's
a
line.
bit more difficult for
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
You talked before about the wheelchair of Bernd, and you said that is a special wheelchair for him. I think that it's important if you can talk about a little about it.
Yeah, it's especially designed for him, and there are some special features in it. That's a great ball.
Yeah, good ball.
Yeah, you can see now he's placing his wheelchair, and he's trying to find the best angle. Now his brakes are on it, and then this third brake that lifts up the front wheels.
Okay.
Yeah, here you can see it. You see the front wheels are lifted up.
Competitions before use another situation, and they have to up the wheelchair. The situation is to solve that problem.
But yeah, before there was a wooden block in front that was for also
Stabilize the.
stability, but that was more difficult to drive with a wooden block instead of a wheel. But this one is even more stable.
And the study of these situations of wheelchairs is made by the team or by someone specific for that situations. The Paralympic Committee of Netherlands have someone who do
We have
that.
some technical guys from the Paralympic Committee. Yeah.
Can be here. We have here a good example of the development and the having a multidisciplinary team to work with. The team is not only coach and psychology, but here we have to have a very good in different types of knowledge to help the players.
Yeah, you try to inch by inch get better on every level, different areas. So yeah, also material is really important. Let's get back to the game because it's.
At this moment,
There's one ball for
left.
Bernd left.
he have some gap there to the blue ones. Then the balls are going to the right of the court.
Yeah, and now it's
And
go back into your box and have your fingers crossed.
But at this moment, what do you think about if that's important of the player to put balls not so close but in the lines of the opponents? Can be better to try to do that, or because
Yes.
here seems that Bernd is always trying to now push one ball perhaps.
Yeah.
But what's the best situation here? Because if he push, okay, but now the opponent have not easy but
Yeah.
chances.
Yeah, there are players that play like balls only 3 meters on court, really in the line of the opponent.
Mhm.
Yeah, that can be smart because then you block a lot of opportunities. And now it is possible.
Yeah, and we'll see 3 balls to make 4 points.
Yeah.
Always difficult at this distance, but the opportunity is there.
Yeah.
He's throwing by upper arm. No, that ball was not in the gap of the points.
That's a great ball,
Good
really great ball.
He pushed on the blue one.
Yeah. I think it's
Nobody's
3
waiting
points now,
for-
but he's asking.
At this distance, nobody is waiting that the ball was pushed so well.
The referee said it's 2 points for sure, maybe a third.
We will see if he asks for the measure. Now we have 1 minute to play the last ball. The tension is high at this moment. The preparation of the throw. The stress is there, like you will see. And the ball goes to there.
A good
And
ball.
now, good ball. We will see if it's enough or not. We will see. Good ball. And the referee said 3 for blue. It's not enough, but the players will go there to confirm that. And the placement of the jack was a good solution for Rombouts.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Definitely.
Yes, he wanted to measure to
For
confirm
sure,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Always measure.
Interesting situation here.
Yeah, it's difficult to see. This is a better angle.
Vai a cadeira para a frente, põe o outro. For a little, but it's only 3
Yeah.
for Francis. At the end, 4 for Bernd, 3 for Francis. Is a good start for Bernd.
It's a good start for sure, yes. Yeah. Was not an easy game, for sure.
Yes, then the solutions of Francis was nice for him. Bernd opened a little gap and opportunity, and Francis almost got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but at the end, Bernd wins, starting with a win. The Dutch player. It was at finish was a very good game to see. Last comments here.
Yeah, I think it was a kind of a typical first game of the tournament, that you see one player start really good, and then the last end is always exciting, because you can see that the nerves come up and change of tactics that can really open up and flip the game.
Yeah, and nothing is finished until the boss ball is through.
Yeah.
Okay. Jantin, thanks a lot for your comments here.
Thank you.
I hope to have you here next time, probably. I hope that you have a good day, because it's your birthday day.
Yeah.
So have
Thank
a
you.
nice day. I hear Anna. Thanks for the information.
But Anna,
Anna said to
Anna
us-
it's also her birthday.
Ah, yes,
So
Anna,
happy birthday to
happy
you as
birthday
well.
to you too. And Thanks all to listen and to see us. I hope we will be back soon. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Only to make the point of situation here, brasileiros que estão a ouvir, Evelyn, neste momento 3-0, a ganhar o seu jogo 3-0. No jogo entre os dois polacos, o Damian está a ganhar também por 3-0 a Edita, e neste momento não há mais jogos BC13 em campo. Nos jogos BC2 terminou o jogo de Cristina contra o coreano, tendo perdido por 7-1. Neste momento Robert Mesic está a perder por 3-0. Está a ganhar por 3-0. E no jogo entre o japonês e o grego, o japonês venceu por 11-0. Neste momento é os resultados que temos disponíveis. Assim que regressemos na próxima linha de jogos, fazemos um update à situação dos resultados. Muito obrigado. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.